God will never take a supernatural idea and deposit it into a natural mind. So this is why you've got to stay in the spirit. You've got to stay supernatural. You have to stay in a spiritual climate. So when God co-labors with you, he's co-laboring with a supernatural aspect of your being. So there's really have to know that if God is preceding you to do it, he's giving you the grace. Bottom line. Anything that God calls you to do, he's giving you the grace. In fact, and remember what I always tell you. I always tell you this. If God calls you here when your skill set and your resources are down here, there's never, say never, read your Bible, never a time where God calls you here and your resources, your relationships, your skill sets, your abilities match. Never. Because why? You could do it yourself. We are co-laborers with God. The Bible does say that, by the way, for those that don't know. We are co-laborers with God. Right? Here's the problem. This is why it's like this. God calls you here. Your skill set, your resources, your background, your everything. You don't know anybody in the land. You don't have any friends. Nobody did it before you. Got no contacts. Some people got no car, no job, no money, no nothing. And God's like, yeah, now go do this. How the heck are we going to do that? He's like, yeah, because we're co-laborers. Right? So he's like, no, you don't got it, I got it. So we work together. Here's the problem. This is off the beaten path, so please forgive me because I'm feeling this by the Spirit. Somebody needs to continue to hear this or hear it for the first time. When God calls you, he calls you here when your skill sets and your resources are down here. Because you're co-laborers. The supernatural, God, does not partner with the natural. The supernatural does not partner with the natural. It does not. So, when God, the supernatural only partners with the supernatural. So when God's partnering with you, he's not partnering with your natural aspect. He's partnering with your supernatural aspect. You are a spirit living in a body, not a body with a spirit. The supernatural partners with the natural, with the supernatural. The supernatural partners with the supernatural. The supernatural aspect of God is partnering with the supernatural aspect of guess who? You. Your supernatural aspect has to partner with your natural aspect. Are you with me? Your supernatural aspect partners with your natural aspect. His supernatural deals with your supernatural, not your natural. Your supernatural deals with your natural. So here's the thing. So when God calls you up here to do something and your resources, your everything is down here, your brain hears it. Your natural hears it. It says, well, I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that. Well, because God will never take a supernatural idea and deposit it into a natural mind. God will never take a supernatural idea and deposit it into a natural mind. Because when he says this and when he does this, he's saying, yeah, start this, do that. But your brain is calculating, but 2 + 2 = 4. He's like, no, not in my world. 2 + 2 = 1,000, but you got to do it my way. But an easy way to do it is do it this way. No, that's not the way. Do it this way. 2 + 2 = 1,000. God will never take a supernatural idea and deposit it into a natural mind. So this is why you've got to stay in the spirit. You've got to stay supernatural. You have to stay in a spiritual climate. So when God co-labors with you, he's co-laboring with a supernatural aspect of your being. So there's something inside of you here, doesn't get it here, but gets it here that, you know what, I can do it. Your brain doesn't know how. Your brain doesn't know why. You're just like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go. We're just going to figure it out. That's the supernatural in you. Praise be to God.